Hello children, good morning to you all. Here I am today to teach the remaining part of the lesson. Yesterday I have taught a part of the lesson, India, the Great Himalayas. What I taught once again I revise. Then I go to the next part of teaching. Yesterday I taught you what are Himalayas, where are these Himalayan mountains, in which form they are, and what are the highest peaks in the Himalayas. Understand how they look, and what are the three parallels of the Himalayan mountains, etc. And today I am going to teach you the states of India which are located in the Himalayan mountain region. Okay, so first once again let me revise what I taught yesterday. So our lesson is India, the Great Himalayas. India, the Great Himalayas. This is because of leakage due to rains. Some small problem I am getting with my board. Please bear with me. Excuse me. So, yesterday I said Himalayas are the mountain ranges which are located in the north of India, at the top of India. Understand? Ranges means lines of mountains. Himalayas are the lines of mountains which are located at the north of our country. Understand? These mountains are covered with snow throughout the year. These mountains, most of the mountains in the Himalayan range are covered with snow throughout the year. So they got the name Himalayas. Hima means snow, Alaya means house. So the abode of snow. Himalaya means abode of snow, home of snow, because almost all the mountains are covered with snow. These mountain ranges are shaped like arc, I told you, and they extend from Jammu and Kashmir in the northwest till Arunachal Pradesh in the east. Then they come down towards the south, where they are called southeastern hills. Sorry, northeastern hills. Understand? The highest peak of the world is in Himalayan range. It is the Mount Everest with its height 8,848 meters high. It is the highest peak in the world. It is in the Himalayan mountain range, but it is not in India. It is in Nepal. Understand? Like this, there are so many other mountain peaks you can find in this Himalayan mountain range. They are the K2, Mount K2, which is called even Godwin-Austen also. After this, many people, they surveyed and found out these mountains, peaks. So it was Godwin-Austen who surveyed and found the second highest mountain in the world, that is Mount K2. So this mountain was named after the person Godwin-Austen. After that, even some other highest mountains, this Mount K2 is in India. Mount K2 is in India, the second highest mountain in the world. Then other mountain peaks which are highest, they are in India. They are Kanchenjunga, Nanga Parvat, and one more, Nanda Devi. These are the three, some other highest peaks. Understand, these mountains always challenged the people, and many men and women are attracted towards them. They tried to climb these mountains. Understand? Many of them climbed the Mount Everest, Among them, the first persons to climb was, yesterday I told, Tenzing Norgay, the Sherpa of Nepal, and Edmund Hillary of New Zealand. Sherpa is a person who helps the mountaineers, assists the mountaineers in climbing the mountains. Understand? Then the first Indian woman to climb Mount Everest was Bachendri Pal from Himachal Pradesh. Okay. So these two people, they climbed during 1953. Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary, they climbed Mount Everest, reached the peak of Mount Everest in the year 1953. Whereas Bachendri Pal reached the peak of Mount Everest in 1984. The Himalayas are like a wall in the northern part of our country and northeastern part of our country. They protect our country from so many factors like invasions of the attack of the enemies, and even they protect us from the cold waves which blow from the north. Understand? These Himalayan mountain ranges are divided into three different parts. They are in three parallel lines. The first line of mountains is called the Great Himalayas or Himadri. Second part is called the Middle Himalayas or Himachal. And third parallel line is called the Lower Himalayas or Shivaliks. Understand? Himadri are mostly snow-covered mountains. Understand? Many glaciers are found here. These are the source of water for the rivers which flow through the northern plain. So these glaciers are slow moving river of ice which supply water to the rivers. All these things I showed, and I talked about some about Himalayan mountains, Great Himalayas and Middle Himalayas and Lesser Himalayas. In the Great Himalayas, they are the home of many perennial rivers. Middle Himalayas, they are famous for orchids, apple and plum trees you find there. And you find many hill stations and holy places. Hill stations like Ranikhet, Nainital, Shimla, Mussoorie, etc. And holy places like Badrinath, Kedarnath. And Shivalik range has deep and broad valleys which are called dunes. Understand? And these mountains are shorter than the other two ranges. Understand? And now we are going to study about the states which are located in the Himalayan states located in the Himalayan region. They are, first comes Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir. Secondly, Himachal Pradesh. Himachal Pradesh. Third, Uttarakhand. Fourth, West Sikkim. Fifth, West Bengal. and northeastern states. All 7 states are there in northeastern part of our country. Northeastern states. What are these northeastern states names? There are 7 states are there, children. They are called even 7 sisters also. What are they? Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Manipur, and what are all? Arunachal Pradesh. Understand? Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Assam and Tripura. The 7 small states are there. They are called even 7 sisters also. These are the different various states which are located in the Himalayan mountain region. The states which are located in the Himalayan mountain region are, which states you can find in this region? Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, West Bengal, northeastern states like Nagaland, Manipur, Meghalaya, Tripura, Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh, etc. Understand? So, these are the states which are located in the Himalayan mountain region. What are they? First one, Jammu and Kashmir. Second, Himachal Pradesh. Third, Uttarakhand. Fourth, Sikkim. Fifth, West Bengal. Next, northeastern states, small 7 states. So, we are going to learn or know about these states one by one. We are going to study about these states which are located in the Himalayan mountain region. We are going to study about these states one by one. What we study? Where they are located, what crops they grow, which are the places, important places over there, what languages they speak, what is their dress system, what are their food habits, what are the industries you find here, etc. So, about every state, what do we learn? What all 6 to 7 states names I gave, like Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, West Bengal and northeastern states. All these parts, about all these, what we are going to study? Where they are located, how is the land surface over here, and which is the capital of this place, what language they speak, how they dress up themselves, what crops they grow, and what type of food they eat, what type of festivals they celebrate, what language they speak, and so on, about industries and so on. So, first to study about it is Jammu and Kashmir. Understand? Today in our lesson we are studying about Jammu and Kashmir. Understand? We are going to know about Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir is at the top of our country, northernmost top of our country. It is located in the Himalayan mountain region. So, let us study about it. Okay. The beauty of Jammu and Kashmir is well defined in history. Even the great Mughals called it as heaven on the earth. Jammu and Kashmir is very famous for its natural beauty. Hills, snow-covered mountains, beautiful lakes, rivers, flower gardens and all. So, it is very beautiful place on the earth. So, Mughal emperors like Akbar the Great and all, they called this place as heaven on the earth. Understand? Ante భూమి మీద ఉన్న స్వర్గమనే అన్నారు దీన్ని. Jammu and Kashmir is popularly known as heaven on the earth. Heaven on the earth. Why it is called heaven on the earth? Because of its beauty, natural beauty. Jammu and Kashmir has two capitals. Jammu and Kashmir state has two capitals. Every state will have one capital. For example, our Telangana capital is Hyderabad. Karnataka capital is Bengaluru. Recently we learnt in our first lesson. Maharashtra capital Mumbai. Gujarat capital Gandhinagar. So on. Only one. Whereas only state in India which has two capitals, it is Jammu and Kashmir. Understand? It has Srinagar and Jammu are the two capitals of Jammu and Kashmir. Srinagar is the summer capital. Srinagar is the summer capital. In summer, Srinagar is the capital. In winter, Jammu is winter capital. Understand? Jammu is Srinagar and Jammu are the two capitals. In India, it is the only state which has two capitals. Jammu and Srinagar. Srinagar is the summer capital and Jammu is the winter capital. The main languages spoken here are Kashmiri, Dogri, Ladakhi and Urdu. Here main languages spoken in Jammu and Kashmir are Urdu, Dogri, Ladakhi and Kashmiri. Kashmiri language, Urdu language, Dogri language and Ladakhi language. And one more thing, now it is no more the state of India. It is the union territory. It is the union territory. Don't call it a state. It is the union territory. But it is part of the great Himalayan region. The beautiful Shalimar Gardens are built by the Mughal Emperor Jahangir. Understand here, Jahangir, the great Mughal Emperor, he built the garden called Shalimar Gardens. Ular and Dal are the famous lakes in the state. Beautiful lakes. Jammu and Kashmir is famous for its lakes. Ular and Dal lakes are very famous here. People visit this place for boating. Understand, in these boat houses are there. Houses on the boat, everything, drawing room, kitchen, hall, everything will be there in the boat itself. Understand, the beauty of houseboats and shikaras are prominent features of tourism. So it is a great tourism center. What are the attractions of Jammu and Kashmir? Shikaras, small boats and boat houses. Kashmir remains cool during summers and very cold during winters. If you talk about the climate of Kashmir, it is cool, pleasant weather during summer, and in winter it is very, very cold. The Kashmiris use kangri, a small pot with burning coal, to keep themselves warm. Men and women generally wear firan, a woolen garment, and a salwar. The main festivals celebrated here are Eid and Shivratri. People drink kahwa, a special type of tea. So Kashmiri people wear a different type of dress. It is called firan top and shalwar under it, pant they wear. And they, as the whole year and especially in winter, very, very cool weather, so they always carry a kind of pot called kangri with fire. Kangri is a pot with fire. Pot with fire. To keep themselves warm, they always carry with them kangri, the pot with fire. And they drink a special tea called kahwa. Kahwa is the special tea which is had by the people of Jammu and Kashmir. And their main festivals are Eid and Shivratri. These are the two main festivals of the people of Jammu and Kashmir. Most of the people in Jammu and Kashmir are Muslims and they celebrate Eid. And the second festival, here you find Kedarnath, Amarnath, Shiva temples, pilgrimage, holy places. Shivratri is also the main festival here. Coming to next. During the summer season, most people work in the fields. They grow rice, maize, rajma, vegetables, fruits and saffron. So, during winter it is not possible for them to grow any crops because whole land is covered mostly with the snow. So, during summer they grow few crops. They engage themselves in agriculture. They grow rice, maize, rajma, vegetables and saffron, you know, kumkumapu antar meeru, keshar bolte usko, which we mix in sweets and all. They grow all these things in summer. Understand? So the special dish, food item of Jammu and Kashmir is rajma chawal, rice and rajma curry. During the winter season, they stay at home and make handicrafts from wood and papier mache. Understand? In summer, they work on fields and grow food crops like rajma, rice, maize, vegetables and saffron. During winter, as it is too cold, they cannot go out of the house. They stay at home and do handicraft works. Beautiful showpieces of art work on wood and paper mache. Some weave silk and woolen cloth. Kashmir silk is very famous. Kashmir woolen coats and shawls are also very important. They are called Pashmina shawls. Understand? Number of tourists visit this state every year. And what are the tourist places here? Srinagar, Pahalgam, Gulmarg, Vaishno Devi and the Amarnath caves. Understand? In many hill stations and holy places you find here. Hill stations are Srinagar, Pahalgam, Gulmarg and holy places are Vaishno Devi and Amarnath. Amarnath is the place where Shivaling will be formed itself by the ice itself. On Raksha Bandhan every year, special puja will be taken. That day they will light a lamp and come out. Again after 1 year they go there, light lamp, diya, lights like that. Ladakh is situated in the northeast part of state. People in Ladakh rear yak and Pashmina sheep. They follow Buddhism. They speak Ladakhi. Ladakhi is also one more part of the Jammu and Kashmir. Ladakhis are mostly like tribal people. They speak Ladakhi language. They rear. Means they have the kind of buffaloes called yaks. And they rear Pashmina sheep, out of which they take the wool and make woolen clothes and shawls. So this is all about Jammu and Kashmir. It is enough for today. So we learnt about Jammu and Kashmir, where it is located at the top. It has two capitals, Jammu and Srinagar. Srinagar is summer capital, Jammu is winter capital. The people here speak Kashmiri, Ladakhi, Dogri and Urdu languages. They celebrate Eid and Shivratri, and they always carry a kind of pot with fire called kangri, and they drink special tea called kahwa. Their special dress is Feeran top with salwar. Both men and women wear the same kind of dress here. And during summer they do farming and grow rajma, rice, maize, vegetables and saffron. And during winter, as it is very cold, they don't come out of the house. They do handicraft work at home using the wood and paper mats. And then the sightseeing place. It is famous for tourism center in India. Tourist places, it has many hill stations and holy places. Hill stations are Shimla, Jammu, Pahalgam, so many such things, and holy places are Vaishnav Devi and Amarnath. Here we stop. Tomorrow I am going to start with Himachal Pradesh and other states also. Let me try to complete tomorrow. So here we stop. Thank you, children.